What is up, my friends? I am Mumfy. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, thank you so much for joining. Today, we're going to be covering another camping essentials list. This time going over my top 5 camp accessories. Now, I know there's more to camping than just these camping essentials that I've put out, but if this is your first time going out, I hope it gives you kind of a good starting point. And if you've been camping for a long time, I hope that it kind of gives you some ideas to maybe either upgrade to or add to your current camp setup. So let's jump into these top 5 accessories. Alright, now camping accessories are good for making the camping experience just that much more enjoyable and comfortable when you're out there. Now, here are my top 5 I have set out, and I'm adding a +1. So in total, you're going to get 6 in this video. Now let's start off with my camping accessory number 1, and that's going to be the power stations. I have a couple out here right now. These are good for charging up those electronic devices that we take with us. GPS devices, GoPros, cameras, laptops, your phone, and some are even equipped to jumpstart your vehicle if you run into any sort of trouble that way. What I have here is a Jackery Explorer 300. This actually has a lot of great features on it. It's got USB-C, a couple of USBs, 2 110-volt outlets, a DC, great little portable package for charging up some of your more demanding electronic devices out there. The other one that I have is this little TacoClout. I got this off of Amazon. This comes with a set of jumper cables. It does also include a little light on the end of it, and it's got a couple of USB plug-ins as well. Both of these feature a little LED display so you can check the charge on it, and both of these can either be charged through your DC port, your cigarette lighter in your truck, or charge it up before you head out. Alright, now let's move on to my number 2 accessory item for this list, and that's going to be a camp axe. Now, the axe is really good for chopping up that firewood, especially if you come across those larger logs. A nice heavy camp axe is really good. I'd also throw in a little camp hatchet just so you can break down some tinder for making that fire. Now, one thing that I will be adding to this is also going to be a shovel. So I'm going to include an axe and a shovel as my number 2 accessory item. Shovel's really good to create a fire pit or to even douse the fire once you're all set and done with it. Alright, my number 3 item is going to continue on with that fire theme, and it's going to be in my little molly pouch here. As we open it up, it is going to be a fire starting kit. Now, a fire starting kit is really good to have. Make sure you have several different options for starting a fire. That could be a little butane lighter, the ever accessible Bic lighter. If you really need to, I definitely suggest picking up some weatherproof, windproof matches. And then just to make your fire starting just a little bit easier, you can pick yourself up some lighting bricks. Now, you can make these at home if you want with either cotton balls and some petroleum jelly. Stick them in a plastic bag, and those are also really good at homemade fire starting options. Alright, now for my number 4 pick for the accessories. That's going to be a little camp lantern or a light source of some kind, whether that be a flashlight, headlamp. Light is going to be really good to have at night, so that way after you put out your fire you can at least find your way around back to your tent, or even if you're in your tent you can find your way around it. This is a great little option here. It's got several different modes. It's got a white, a dim white, a red, and then also a strobe on it. And you can select how much light you want by reducing the height on it. But get yourself a good camp light That's going to make a world of difference when the sun goes down. All right, now for my number 5 accessory item for your campsite. That's going to be a chair. A nice little camp chair is going to make sitting around your campsite just that much more comfortable. And the nice thing is with these camp chairs is that they do fold up into a nice small compact package. Come with a sleeve. You don't have to spend a whole ton of money on camp chairs. There are some out there that are really expensive. Make sure you just get one that's comfortable for you, and they're easily replaceable if they end up falling apart on you. Now, I've got one more item on here, and you've probably spotted it already. That's going to be a nice first aid kit. Now this is one that I keep in my Roam boxes up on top. It is a survival first aid kit. I did get this off of Amazon, but this kit is simply amazing. And when you open it up, it folds out into a full trauma kit if necessary. And the nice thing about it is it is well organized and identified by each of the bands on here. So if you ever use something, you can easily replace it and make sure that it's always in the same spot when you need it. Now, a good first aid kit is good to have for those small little boo-boos that happen, but it's also good to have one that's equipped and ready for some of the larger injuries that may occur when you're out camping. All right, my friends, I hope you enjoyed this video on my top 5 plus 1 camping accessories gear list. If there's something that you found useful and are considering adding to your accessory list, please smash that like button. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Is there something I should add here? I know I'm going to be adding a shovel to my accessory gear list. Now that might be wrapping up my camping essentials gear items, but there's so much more to camping than just the items that I've listed off in my previous videos and this one as well. So be sure to create your own camping gear item list. And if you're interested, I do have a blog post covering a lot of these items as well, where you can find them if you're interested in purchasing them for yourself. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing. I would greatly appreciate it. I do have a pretty big install coming up, and if you've been following me over on my Instagram, you kind of know what it is. So be sure to follow me over there for some other updates, and I'm working on some funny videos as well over there. Thanks again for joining me on this gear list. We'll catch you in the next video. Peace.
Perfect.